This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. The story under consideration, Where Are You Going? Where Have You Been? By Joyce Carol Oates, shows an average teenager in the 60s. She wishes for independence, which comes real via undesired and unexpected consequences. Connie is a 15-year-old girl who is searching for freedom from her parents via a 30-year-old Arnold friend who offers her what she wants even though she refuses to get it the first time. Connie's desire to be free is reflected in her behavior, attitude to her parents, and her relation to personal sexuality, but when she is offered this independence, she understands that all she is searching for is a fantasy and the real world is cruel and unfair. This essay aims at providing a character analysis of Connie in Where Are You Going? Where Have You Been? Historical period and geographical setting. The story was written in the 60s when the youth felt the smell of independence and tried to reach it. Connie's behavior, as well as the behavior of other teenagers of that time, may be called revolutionary. The conflicts at home and the desire to be those who they are not are explained by the cultural and geographical settings. 60s in the USA are known as the sexual revolution. The youth felt freedom concerning their sexuality and did not want to hide it. Vice versa, they tried to show everybody that they were free and ready for sexual relations. Connie knew she was pretty, and that was everything. But, in reality, most teens were not ready for this. Connie was not as well. Connie's age and home life. How old is Connie and where are you going? Where have you been? Connie is a teenager, and being 15 years old, she feels that she is old enough to become independent, but she still has to be under parental control. This situation with the two sides of her identity makes her crazy. She continually repeats that she hates her mother and her sister, who is older and also tries to teach her. Once Connie wished her mother was dead, and she herself was dead, and it was all over. That appears to be the crucial point in their relationship. Connie's desire to meet with boys to have their appraisal of her appearance is one more expression of her desire for independence. Connie and her friend really appreciate the father of Connie's best girlfriend, who usually gives a lift to girls and never bothered to ask what they had done. Communicating with boys, Connie is always sure that after driving somewhere, she will be delivered home, safe and uninjured. She knows that she attracts boys, and her childish innocence and inability to think like adults do, with the whole responsibility, make her free from fear. But this feeling does not last long. Arnold friend, the antagonist, attracted by her innocence and beauty, ruins Connie's world when he comes to her house and is afraid to make an extra move. She was hollow with what had been fear, but what was now just an emptiness. As the summary evidence, the whole situation with Arnold makes Connie doubt her vision of independence. Arnold shows her that freedom is not as sweet as she thought and that she has to answer for the consequences. "I'm your lover. You don't know what that is, but you will," Arnold says as if warning Connie. Why does Connie go with Arnold's friend? Connie has always been sure that, staying at home, she is safe. Searching for independence, she still believes that she can be home, and no one will be able to get there, and she is sure she is under protection in her house. Arnold friend's character analysis sets him as a person who ruins Connie's ideas about independence and shows her that it is not a world where she can do whatever she wants. Arnold explains to Connie that independence is equal to becoming an adult and this world may be cruel and unfair. The author does not say directly whether Arnold raped Connie, but the words "she felt her breath start jerking back and forth in her lungs as if it were something Arnold's friend was stabbing her with again and again with no tenderness" may be understood right in this way. This is the end of Connie's fantasy, and she has to decide whether she wants to accept her independence or not. At the same time, Arnold, evidently symbolizing the devil in disguise, states that Connie has no other variance but to accept the independence he offers her and go with him and Ellie, his sidekick. He says that the place Connie came from does not exist anymore, and where she planned to go is canceled. These words show that Connie's ideas about independence are wrong. What she is offered is what she does not want, but it does not mean she will never reach the desired goal of being free. Conclusion. In conclusion, it should be mentioned that we never know whether Connie accepts Arnold's invitation for sure, but the final words of the story give us food for thinking. It seems that everything is real, but the author states that Connie watched herself as if everything happened in her imagination. As the character analysis of Connie in Where Are You Going? Where Have You Been? Proves, even if Connie does not leave her house and does not go out with Arnold, she understands that independence is not what she is believed to be. This realization of some facts makes her a dynamic character. Connie's wish comes true, but she has dreamt about a different reality, not so cruel and unfair. This analytical essay on character analysis of Connie in Where Are You Going? Where Have You Been? Was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for, free of charge.